In this video, we'll be looking at articles, more specifically when to use the definite article and when to leave it out. We use the definite article for oceans, seas, gulfs, reefs, and lagoons. This is the border of the Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. Rivers and canals. The Amphoe Canal is one of the most famous canals in Thailand with its famous floating market. In fact, Bangkok was once dubbed the Venice of the East. Unfortunately, most canals today have been filled and paved over to make room for roads. Island groups. These are multiple islands. The Whitsundays is the largest group of offshore islands in Australia. There are 74 islands, but only 8 are inhabited with hotels and resorts. Mountain ranges. These are multiple mountains. The Rainbow Mountains in China are multicolored as a result of geological formations of the minerals in the rocks. These mountains are a new UNESCO World Heritage Site. Deserts. Antarctica is considered to be a desert. In fact, the Antarctic Desert is the largest desert in the world, but don't expect to see any camels there. Countries which are republics or unions, such as the Czech Republic, the United Kingdom of Great Britain, and the United Arab Emirates. The United Kingdom of Great Britain is actually comprised of 4 countries: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Kingdoms, empires, and dynasties. During the 13th and 14th centuries, the Mongolian Empire ruled the largest contiguous land empire in history. Their empire spanned from the far corners of China to Hungary. The Mongolian Empire covered over 33 million square kilometers. The Roman Empire only covered 6.5 million square kilometers. Places in town such as the cinema, the library, the supermarket, etc. The way I like to remember this is that a long time ago, people lived in small towns and there was only one of each type of shop in each town. For example, there was only one cinema, there was only one post office, there was only one supermarket. But nowadays, people live in bigger cities, so we have multiple shops of the same type in each city. But our habit of using the definite article for places around town still hasn't changed. Hans Scharf was the most successful interrogator in World War II. Instead of torturing his prisoners, he actually befriended them to gain their trust. He took them to the cinema on camp and had lunch with them at the cafeteria. The names of theaters, hotels, galleries, museums, and gardens. For example, the National Theatre, the Hilton Hotel, the Royal Botanic Gardens, because there's only one of them. However, nowadays we often drop the article for these names in informal speech. The Hotel President Wilson in Switzerland is the world's most expensive hotel. A single night in the Royal Penthouse Suite will set you back a cool $68,000. Motorways, highways, and number roads. The world's longest traffic jam lasted 10 days on the China National Highway 110 in 2010. Forget being 10 minutes late to class. Imagine trying to explain to your teacher why you're 10 days late for class. Now let's discuss when we don't use the definite article. We don't use the definite article with lakes, ponds, coves, bays, and creeks. Lake Hillier is a pink-coloured lake. It's only one of the many pink lakes located in Australia. The Dead Sea is the saltiest lake in the world. Almost nothing can survive in it. The Dead Sea is actually a lake, but we use the definite article because it contains the word sea. Islands. We're referring to one single island. Kotta Chai is considered to be one of the most beautiful islands in Thailand. It's located in the Similan Islands. We use the definite article with the Similan Islands because it's a group of islands. Mountains. We're referring to one single mountain, also peaks and hills. Mount Everest is the highest mountain on Earth and is located in the Himalayas. However, the tallest mountain is actually Mauna Kea in Hawaii, USA. Height is measured from sea level to the summit, while tallness is measured from the bottom of the mountain to the top. Most of Mauna Kea is submerged underwater. We use the definite article with the Himalayas because it's a group of mountains. Most countries. Saudi Arabia imports sand and camels from Australia. The sand in Saudi Arabia can't be used for construction, and the camels are bred for transportation and racing, so their meat is too tough to eat. Australian camels are much fattier and the meat is much juicier. I wonder if anyone actually sells ice to Eskimos. There are also some exceptions. For example, the Netherlands. In this case, it's because Netherlands contains the word land in the plural form. It's also the same for any country that ends with the word island or isle in the plural form. For example, the Solomon Islands. However, not using the definite article is still acceptable. The Netherlands is the second largest beer exporting country in the world. Heineken is from Netherlands and is the third largest beer brewing company in the world. Short names for countries which are republics or unions. In 2010, a Nigerian couple living in the UK gave birth to a blonde white baby with blue eyes. They called it the Miracle Baby. We can also say a Nigerian couple living in Britain. The same is also true for America and the United States of America, Thailand and the Kingdom of Thailand, China and the People's Republic of China, and many other countries. States, provinces, counties, cities, towns, and villages. Yellow is the easiest color for the human eye to see from a distance. This is why taxis in New York are yellow. Continents. Africa, Asia, and Europe are 3 different continents, but they're actually connected by land. So technically there should be one single continent. The same goes for North America and South America. Regions ending with the name of a country or continent. For example, North America, Southeast Asia, and Eastern Europe. Singapore is both the most expensive country and city in Southeast Asia. Buying a new Toyota Corolla can cost you over $130,000. The same car will cost you only $20,000 in North America. The names of cinemas, shops, restaurants, parks, and bridges. One of the most amazing parks is Central Park in New York City. It attracts over 37 million visitors every year. Although it looks real and very natural, it's actually all landscape. Roads, streets, and suburbs. Lombard Street is very steep and too dangerous to drive on, so the street was deliberately made crooked to make it safer. When we talk about people from a certain country, we sometimes use the definite article and sometimes we leave it out. If the nationality can be changed into a plural form, we can either use the definite article or leave it out. However, if the nationality cannot be changed into a plural form, we must either add the definite article or add people to change it into a plural, or do both. Thailand was formerly known as the Kingdom of Siam until 1949. Thais were formerly known as the Siamese, and Siamese cats are native to Thailand. We can call people from Thailand Thai people, the Thais, or just Thais. For people from Siam, we can call them Siamese people, the Siamese people, or the Siamese. But we cannot just say Siamese, or change Siamese into Siameses. There is no such word. With institutions such as prison, church, school, hospital, etc., we don't use articles when we're talking about the institution and the normal purpose it's used for. According to the Guinness World Records, the world's longest incarceration sentence was given to a woman in Thailand. She was sentenced to 141,078 years in prison in 1989. She tricked over 16,000 people in a pyramid scheme worth more than $200 million. However, she only served 8 years of the sentence. She must have had a heck of a lawyer. However, if we're talking about the building of the institution, then we use articles. City Montessori School is the largest school in the world. It's a private school that caters to over 52,000 pupils in India. So in summary, we use the definite article for oceans, seas, gulfs, reefs and lagoons, rivers and canals, island groups, so multiple islands, mountain ranges, so multiple mountains, deserts, countries, so republics, unions, and countries that end with lands, islands, or isles, kingdoms, empires, and dynasties, places in town, the names of theatres, hotels, galleries, museums, and gardens, motorways, highways, and number roads, all nationalities and institutions when talking about the building. We don't use the definite article for bays, coves, lakes, and ponds, creeks, single islands, single mountains, peaks and hills, most countries, states, provinces, counties, cities, towns, and villages, continents and regions ending with the name of a country or continent, the names of cinemas, shops, restaurants, parks, and bridges, roads, streets, and suburbs, nationalities that are plural, and institutions when talking about the institution and its normal purpose. If you've enjoyed our video, please visit our website at umonzu.com for more videos, and subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button, and like, comment, and share our videos. And make sure you tell your friends and colleagues about Umonzu.